Hello everyone, welcome to my new video, and in this video we're going to add the padding or margin systems in our blog. You can see this is our blog, and in my last video I have added a gradient background for a container. So today we want to add an option so that user can input the padding for this container so that it will look better. We can add this type of feature using the BoxControl. If you go to the Gutenberg Developer handbook, you will find out this BoxControl. There are similar controls like the border box control, but I prefer, if you want to use this type of feature, you can use this BoxControl. Similarly, if you go to this website and search for the BoxControl, you will find an example something like this. That means it has four sides like top, right, bottoms and left, so that we can use individually, or we can also link the four sides and set up a new value for all of this. So let me show you how can we implement this BoxControl for our custom blog. If you check out its props, you will see there are some props like allow reset and split on axis, input props level on change, reset value sides units and values, and some event like the one mouse over and one mouse out. Let us go back to this area. First we want to declare an attribute. So if you check out its values, you can see this value type is an object. That means we have to declare a attribute and its type will be object. So I want to call it suppose I want to call it as a padding like this, and it will be definitely an object. Sorry, this type should be an object. Let us create the object, and we can set the default value like top 10, bottom 10. We have to also add the unit, like we can use pixel or percentage or some other units. Suppose I want to make it the 10 pixel, 10 pixel and 10 pixel for all of these sides. So this is our padding, and if we go back to this edit.js, and we have to restrict it like padding. I want to add it from here, so I am going to BoxControl. I can simply copy this from here. So you can see this is an experimental component, so you have to call this like this one, and it is coming from our components. So first you have to import it from this component. So I'm going to add this from component, and secondly I'm going to just copy this component structure. This is the basic structure of this component. So let us align. You can see first props is our value. That's when you have to pass an object. So we have this padding object, and one change, if we see the result like in the console log, we'll be able to understand that it is giving an object. And we have start, and I'm going back to my editor. I'm going to refresh. If I check out, okay, you can see this is my editor, and if you check out this panel, you can see this is the BoxControl, because we didn't add any custom level, and by default it is linked, and there are 10 pixel, 10 pixel and 10 pixel. It is linked because we have used same value for four sides. If we use different types of values, like in this area, if we select 20 or like 40, like 15 different values. And if we refresh, we see in the 4 sides. If we select, I can see there are 4 sides. That means we have different values and 4 sides, like top, right, bottoms and left sides are visible here. We can also link this and we can also unlink this. That is not a problem. And if we change a value, like I'm going to change this value, you can see we're getting an object in our console, and that is top, right, bottoms. So in unchanged functions, we want to update our attributes. That's mean our padding. If we use this one and try to console our console log, our padding attribute, what we will get? I'm going to refresh, and if we go back here, refresh, simply change, you will see we're getting 11 12, and if I update, I will also get this updated value. So we're getting this value. So let us implement it in our custom block. So how can we implement this one? First of all, let me add a custom level like padding. You can see there were multiple units like pixel, percentage and some other. We can also control the units from here, like if you change the sides and unit, like this is our units. We can also change this unit like units, and we can also pass the pixel. That's mean we have only the pixel unit, and if I refresh, I will see there is only pixel. Now no other, like only this pixel. That's it. We can also make it the keep it blank. That's mean there is no unit, and by default, if you refresh, you will see it is taking a pixel. By default, it is picture, and now it is looking better. So we have changed the padding level, and we have also set to the unit like only the pixel. Link and unlink is so working fine. Now we can allow the reset, or we can hide it, like allow reset. Present property, make it the false. By default it is true. Then we will see this reset will come. You can see there is no reset, just a link and unlink. We can make it a true so that user can simply reset. Okay, so let us go to implement the padding to our container. You can see this is our style, and I want to add the padding here. We have to use this padding different way, like we have to declare the side. First is our top side, so padding the top, and so you have to add padding the right, bottom and left. We don't need to use any unit because we are only using the pixel unit. We have only one unit, so we don't need to have use this unit here. Okay, so if I refresh, I will see the result. Yes, our padding is working fine. And if I increase, I will see, yeah, it is increasing and decreasing. Let us create a link and try for this padding like 25 pixel, like this. Similarly, we have to implement this padding to our front end. If we want to use it our front end, we can simply call the padding, and the same way we have to add a style here, this padding like this. Try to use the padding dot top, and similarly for other sides. And if we refresh, we'll see the result. Update and go back here and refresh. You will see our padding is working fine. So this is the simple and easiest way to work with the BoxControl, and you can use easily implement fading or margin for your blog. We can also control the site. You can see there are 4 sites. Sometimes we may need only to manage 2 sites. We can also control these sites, like we want to use only margin for 2 sites. That is create a margin. We want to use a margin for top and bottom. So it will also be an object, but sites are only for 2 types. So default maybe top and bottoms. Like so, we want to use for this top and bottom, not left and right. There are only 2 sides, top and bottom. So if we want to use it in here, simply call the margin like this, and similarly select a BoxControl, another BoxControl, like it will be a margin. I want to use it under this selector category, like margin. So let's make it margin, and we'll get this margin new value in its right. Now we have to select the sides. We have only 2 sides, top and bottom. You can see there are no side property. By default it is taking 4 sides, but when we are describing that we have only 2 sides, top and bottom, then we'll get only 2 sides. If I refresh and check out, you will see, oh no, what is the problem? Maybe it is not working fine. Yeah, and then start and refresh, you will see the result. Yeah, this is our margin, but there are 2 sides only, top and bottoms. You can link and unlink, but 2 sides only. Left and right are omitted or hidden right now. So you can easily now control this margin like this padding. So I think you have understood how to use this BoxControl and how to customize it. If you have any questions, you can comment under in the video comment box. I'll try to answer your questions. Thank you.